Well, welcome to another edition of Movie Torture. I am one of the co-hosts here, Roger, and looking over, you folks can't see me, of course, but as I look over and speak to Brad, we got a crowd here. We got a a cheering section or an audience here. I don't know what to do.
We do. I'm nervous for what they may hear about this movie we're talking about today.
Yeah.
I'm excited though because we have producer Gary here. Everybody say, "Hey, producer Gary."
Hey,
Gary has a date.
Ooh.
Yeah, all you ladies out there that have been really liking producer Gary, he now has a date, and we're excited about producer Gary. He is not happy right now.
That's a positive sign.
That's a great thing.
Yeah.
And we're joined by our resident sport expert. I said sport like it's just one thing, right?
One sport.
Just one sport.
Baseball.
Justin, everybody give Justin a hand.
Hey, what's up, everybody? And you use the word expert loosely. I would not call myself an expert, although I do coach rec baseball.
Well, this is like having an expert. You know, he kind of goes through this on a regular. And the thing we're going to find out is which coach in this movie is he most like.
Ooh,
yeah,
Sean Salisbury.
That was my first thought.
That's who I was going to go.
That was where I was going to go.
He has Chris Farley's brother in a Speedo hanging out with him.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, for all you listening, what movie are you doing, Roger?
We are doing Benchwarmers. Benchwarmers came out in 2006 with a budget of $33 million, and box office it doubled at 65. So, it's.
I got to be honest. That kind of blows my mind after seeing this because I never saw this until we talked about doing this movie, Benchwarmer. I'd never seen it before. So I had to go on Netflix and actually watch this, and I cannot believe it made that kind of money back in 2006.
It finished second behind Ice Age that week.
I can't believe it cost 30. Where did they put the $33 million? Because was it in the baseball field? Was it in the John Lovitz mansion? Was it in number 7? Which we'll talk about that later.
I don't know, man.
Was it in the model co-stars? You know, the former models who were, the females.
We've got a lot to discuss about the ladies in this movie for sure. But
the ladies, and then how is it back in 2006? Do guys like Rob Schneider get he's a solid what? I mean,
he's solid
in my
4.
world, I would say 4, right? Maybe a 4. And all the guys in this movie. They're like hollering at these girls that are 7, 8, 9s, and I'm like, how does that even make sense? Only in Hollywood,
Only in Hollywood. So,
and especially Spade with that haircut. I mean,
we're going to get to the haircut. There's so much to unpack with that haircut.
I want to see the bowl. Where's the bowl that they used to do the outline of his haircut?
Yeah. So, do you want me to give a synopsis?
Before you do that, let me share. The director for the film was Dennis Dugan, who has done a ton of Sandler stuff because he's, of course, Adam Sandler's buddy. And he actually played Coach Bellows in the movie as well. We'll get into the critic stuff later, and you just give a synopsis, and we'll run from there.
Okay, so this movie, if we want to sum it up, is basically 3 nerds who think after school special. They get bullied a lot, and they have one dude that can hit the ball. They meet a rich dude who drives 2 really incredibly rad cars, and he foots the bill for them to have a tournament to beat up little kids in baseball. And then nerds end up with the girls at the end, the Pizza Hut girl. And, that's basically the movie. It's watching big guys beat up kids. And then other guys want to be those guys.
I love that the other minor plot to this story is, I'm going to stop saying Rob. I'm going to say Gus. Okay, his character's name is Gus. Gus is, his wife's cycle. That they're trying to have it. She wants to have a baby, and it's right out the gate. It's baseball, bullying, this whole thing. Oh, and by the way, her cycle, all about her cycle and when she's most fertile to have this baby with, again, Gus, who is Rob Schneider.
Well, this movie pretty much was our current public education. You know, they spent all their time talking about bullying and of course sex ed. You know, with the topic there of menstrual cycle.
Okay, so I'm going to call him Deuce Bigelow because that's what he's Deuce. I'm just going to call him Deuce in this movie. Do you think that he had in his contract he has to be basically the coolest one of the bunch?
I think he was the most athletic out of the bunch because supposedly he did play high school sports and and was very, very active. And he's amongst the group. He's a huge sports fan.
I don't know. Have you ever seen Clark from also Napoleon Dynamite, Blades of Glory? I mean, there's some talent there, right? Like, I mean, he definitely, I mean, that would be another movie for another time, but I'm just saying the guy's got some athletic ability to be able to put on those skates and whirl around a little bit. I will give Gus this, okay? I will say that as I watched the movie a couple times to prep for this, his swing was not bad. If you go back and watch it, like I watched a few times and like his swing when he made contact wasn't too bad. But what I love is if you play sports, if you know anything about it, there's sometimes where he makes contact with the ball and you know that thing probably just went like 50 feet off to the right.
Yeah.
Because of the way that the ball went off the bat.
Oh, yeah.
But then, of course, in the movie, you see it go few hundred feet over the fence, that kind of thing. That always cracks me up.
When I saw the preview or the trailer for this movie back in 2006, it was one of those ones that I kind of had the mindset going in, okay, realism is out of the park with this one. Just enjoy the ride. Just enjoy the ride. And which was, I did see it when it originally came out because my son Jordan was around 10, 11 at the time. Right about that age, he felt like he was old enough to watch something like this. So when I mentioned that we were doing this movie, he was off the charts, like wishing he could be here because this is one of his classic favorites from as a kid. So, fun fact, one of the reasons Sandler chose who he did to do this movie and was one at the time, David Spade and Rob Schneider were kind of not happy with each other. They were kind of had a rift, and he actually fit their parts so they would have to fix this rift and work together, which I thought was really cool. And then one of the pitchers in the movie, one of the kids, is a current Reds pitcher, John Moscott, who was a 14-year-old extra at the time. So a couple of fun facts. So Brad, why don't you kind of jump in the plot line here? And
well, I want to ask you guys, would y'all want to live in Adam Sandlerville? Because all his movies look like the same, right? They all have that same. And do you think Adam Sandler would have been great as one of the coaches in this movie? Just a small role as one of the coaches.
Oh, man, I think with his humor, obviously it fits the bill for this movie. He could have been a coach. He could have been one of the players. You could have easily added a fourth dynamic and had him even one of the players on the team. He could have been a ridiculous third baseman or first baseman.
Or an umpire.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, umpire would have been great.
Yeah.
He definitely could have played in this, but I agree with you. You look at Happy Gilmore, what's another one? Billy Madison. All of those have like the same kind of humor, and like there's parts of it's funny. Now, my wife, she is like 100% anti that kind of humor. Like she hates it.
Yeah, mine too.
And so like I'm okay with it. I'm good with it. But even this one was like, man, it was a little bit harder than like your Happy Gilmore kind of thing. It was almost, it was ridiculous, and you knew you were going to get something ridiculous, but it was almost like, oh my gosh, it's so like over the top.
It definitely was over the top.
Yeah.
To go back to our previous movies, and I think I feel like we do this every episode, is Napoleon Dynamite, I'm just going to call him Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, that's the best way to refer to him.
Is he dumber than Haru from Beverly Hills Ninja?
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, he had some sensibility, but not intelligence on any level.
How did he get hired to be a paper boy? And how many helmets did he go through in this movie?
Are you trying to say that like the criteria for a paperboy is like pretty stout?
I don't know, but they're giving
that's
this
a pretty
guy,
easy job to get.
How did he remember the route? Is what I want to know, because he's riding the paperboy route. And we jump right in and we see him throw in the paper on the roof.
On the roof, yeah.
Which took me to Breaking
Which had
Bad.
like 12 or 15 copies up there already.
Yeah, and it made me think of Breaking Bad when they throw the pizza up on the roof. You Breaking Bad fans, but it's like, how has he still got a job? I kept thinking, is the lady that lives there not complaining? Like, she just don't know where her papers are?
Yeah.
I mean, she's 80 years old, is said in the movie, and so is it possible she has forgotten that she even has a subscription to the newspaper?
Possibly. Who has a subscription to a newspaper today?
I think they're mostly digital. You can do I don't know about mostly. I know you can do a digital subscription of like Charlotte Observer and stuff like that. A lot of them have gone digital.
Over my age would be the people that still get the newspaper at the house.
Really? Gary,
do you get the newspaper at your house?
I do not.
Okay.
Producer Gary, do you get a newspaper at your house?
No, we don't.
Yeah, he's the youngest one in the room by a mile.
Whoa. Well, a smidge.
By a smidge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in Sandlerville, it's funny when they go to Sandlerville and he doesn't want anything to do with the movie. See, is he like the Godfather and he tells you what to do? Because if I'm Napoleon Dynamite, I'm like, I don't want to be that in this movie.
I don't know, man. I think that if you're Napoleon Dynamite and you've got Adam Sandler coming to you with this gig, I think it's kind of like if you idolized like Jim Carrey back in the day, and then Jim Carrey is like, hey, I want you to come be in this movie. You know, I mean, that's kind of what I think. I think it is maybe a little bit of that Godfather, also maybe a little bit of like maybe Napoleon Dynamite. I keep forgetting his name.
John Heder.
John, yeah.
We'll just call him Napoleon.
Yeah, we'll just keep calling him Napoleon. I mean, if he grew up loving some of those movies that not Jim Carrey did, but Adam Sandler did, I mean, he probably was maybe honored to be in this role with that kind of...
Well, think about all the people that have been in Sandler movies. Jack Nicholson, Marissa Tomei. I mean, you go down, there's been some really good actors in there. So he's either paying them really well or they just have a really good time at that. All right, so I got to get into the first scene when Gus and Napoleon meet each other, and Napoleon's picking his nose, and Gus asked him if he was scratching his brain, and he's like, yeah, because it's so huge. Like that started the movie off, and I knew where it was going. I was like, okay, this is going to be good. This is going to be good.
Have you guys ever been beef stewed?
Oh wow, you went there.
Yeah, I
think he's been waiting for that. He's like,
he wanted to lead with that out the gate.
This movie lets you know right up the front that there's going to be a lot of farting, and it's going to be a bodily function movie.
Okay, so can I say that happened? Let's put it this way: I have older brothers. There's a house of boys growing up. Do I remember it? No. Does it mean that it didn't happen? No. Is it possible? Yes. But my brothers did other things like, hey, let's see how long you can last in the dryer.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you got put in the dryer?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, they were nice though. They put some pillows in there so I didn't go da-dunk, 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 da-dunk.
Did they add some sulfur so it smelled better?
No, but the heating element did work, so I freaked out and got out pretty quick. But
Producer Gary, have you ever been put in the dryer?
No,
he's a little tall.
I like how he had to think about that though. He goes,
he's a little tall.
Like I would remember being put in the dryer.
I can't say I've ever.
See, I would think you would have had, because
I've never gotten.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten a swirly?
No.
Yes.
You have?
Really?
Oh yeah.
I've never gotten a swirly.
And I just recently gave my oldest boy a swirly.
Oh wow, you're giving your kids swirlies.
You gave your own son.
Oh, I did. Yeah, it was one of the greatest moments of fatherhood for me.
How about wedgies?
Yeah, he was talking smack, man, and I was like, "Oh, you think you're funny?" So I went and chased him down, picked him up. He's laughing, y'all. This was the best part. He didn't even know what this was. He had no idea what a swirly was, and so the best part is we're downstairs, so he ran from me. The cleanest bathroom in the house is like mine and my wife's, so we went to our bathroom, but it's upstairs. So I pick him up. I've got him upside down, carrying him up the steps the whole time. He's not like freaking out or anything. He is dying laughing. And we get to the bathroom and he's like freaking out, but still he's laughing the whole time. I stick his head in the toilet, flush the toilet, and still the boy is dying laughing. Afterwards, he thought it was the funniest thing.
Did he at least keep his mouth closed?
Yeah. Well, I didn't take him too deep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad. At least he kept his mouth closed. Back to the stewing. I love how they came to help him, and he's like, "It's okay. It didn't taste that bad."
That's terrible.
What?
That's so bad.
What?
Yeah, it was. I remember after seeing this movie, it took me a while going through the grocery store and going down the soup aisle, not to see beef stew and not think about this movie.
What are you guys' thoughts on beef stew as a meal?
Before or after this movie?
Pre Benchwarmers. What?
I'm totally a beef stew guy. I could do that, but I will say this: I don't want the stuff in the can.
Oh, I like canned beef.
No. I want it in a crock pot. I want it like sitting there all day. My wife makes an incredible like beef stew at the house. Like that's what I want. That to me, it's getting me hungry right now.
The canned beef stew becomes the beef stew. That's how I think about it that way. Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
If you're eating it the way Justin, that's the good way. But
Yeah.
When I used to open the can, I'd put like some loaf of like a couple slices of bread under it, pour it on there, get that bread nice and soft.
I mean, canned beef stew is like a notch above like dog food, right? It's just a notch above.
I'm hearing why am I homeless?
That's right. We do have an audience today.
Why am I homeless? I just like beef stew. I don't know if I'd eat it today though.
Well, that's like the college days. Ravioli was my go-to canned item, and I won't even touch it.
You won't eat Chef Boyardee?
I used to throw down ravioli.
Oh my gosh, I love Chef Boyardee.
Have you seen what that does to plastic bowls when you cook it?
Oh, I don't care. It goes down mine.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that. That's terrible. What about okay, this is something that my wife did not partake in, and when I would talk about it, there was definitely looks of judgment that came my way, but a sloppy Joe.
I love
Who doesn't
a good
love
sloppy Joe. How do you not
Yeah.
like a sloppy Joe?
No, she's too good for it, man.
Those are great. Put some ketchup on there and a bun, nice sesame seed bun.
Oh, it sounds fantastic.
I bet people listening to this right now are getting hungry.
I bet they are.
Let's
Yeah.
get back to the beef stew fart. What, Gary?
You put ketchup on a sloppy Joe?
You can.
It's not necessary.
Why are you judging me, producer Gary?
No. No. Don't put ketchup on a sloppy Joe. No.
He's going high pitch.
like-
That means he's serious.
Okay, it might be too
It's
early
childish.
in the show to get into this, but I have to because it's just like from the beginning, I've wanted to talk about this a little bit more. Let's go back to the scale of the dudes versus the chicks.
Oh my gosh.
In this movie,
If-
like where in real life does that take place? So here's a question that I will ask you. All right. Now, for a couple of us, our spouses are in the room, so we got to be careful. But did you, like the guys in Benchwarmers, we're all married, so did we marry up? Are we like the Benchwarmers where like we married way past?
I'll speak for both of you wives.
100%,
You
yes.
guys definitely married up.
married up.
But
I was going to say that. Yes. I was going to say that
I think
without a
if
doubt.
any of us said we married down, we'd probably be on the couch.
I'd have to stay over at your place tonight. Yeah.
We have an extra room.
then the person in the audience who said homeless, that would be it right
Yeah,
now.
homeless. But that's the only reason I'd want to live in Sandlerville. I keep saying Sander, like Deion Sandlerville, because when you live in Sandlerville, you can be a solid 4, and you're going to marry a 9 or a 10. I mean, it's just a given.
Yeah.
That's Sandlerville for you.
Yeah.
And for all you listeners, we scale them here. So it's the scale is off with these guys.
Yeah.
No, not even close. It's not even in the ballpark. But it gives guys that watch that show maybe a little bit of hope. There's some 4s out there that maybe are watching that thinking like, hey, anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
Let me ask you guys, producer Gary T, you can answer. Have y'all ever been to a Pizza Hut and seen a woman as hot as that one in this movie?
Not in Belmont.
I've never been to any Pizza Hut and seen that in my entire life. And I've been to some Pizza Huts.
Now, I believe that I have this correct. I believe my mother and father-in-law met in a Pizza Hut.
Wow. That's a Pizza Hut love story.
Is that correct? Yeah. She was working there. So he would actually, if he were here, he would say, oh, yeah, Pizza Hut's where it's at. Now, that was
back when you ate in the Pizza Hut, right?
That was back when it was pizza.
Yeah. I used to love Pizza Hut because I could play the what do they call them? I would choose the music and they would play it for me in there. Jukebox. Yeah, they had a jukebox back then. It was an actual jukebox.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
fun.
I remember when I was younger, like playing baseball, Little League baseball, Babe Ruth baseball, and going to, I mean, for a season it was CC's, but I remember going to Pizza Hut and the buffet, man. Growing up as a kid, like I mean, even to this day, I love a good buffet, but man, I haven't been to like a Pizza Hut buffet. I don't even know if they still have it. Do they still have it?
They have very few in-store locations anymore.
They have one close to us.
I mean, there's one really close to us.
321. There's one there. Oh, yeah, and the one in Belmont, too.
Yeah, it's right down the street.
Like, where's 321?
Maybe we need to go there after this podcast and see if they've got the Pizza Hut buffet.
Maybe we do a protest. Like if they don't have one, we hold signs and stand outside. We want buffet. We want buffet.
Adam Sandler loves his chains in his movie, though.
Oh, he makes some good money off of that.
In Blended, there was Dick's.
Subway from Happy Gilmore.
There was Hooters in Blended.
Yeah. Hooters and the daddy one.
He knows how to pick. Yeah, he knows how to pick bad food.
Big Daddy.
Yeah. And then Pizza Hut probably paid a fortune to be one of the stars of this movie because it is, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And while we're on food, let's just the apple they talk about apple pie. John Heder does, Napoleon, and he equates that like, you've never had apple pie before? Yeah, Mom won't let me eat it because I get diarrhea.
I want to meet I want to meet Napoleon Dynamite's mom.
Yeah, his stomach's gonna be messed
It's always
up.
about my mom, and then we learn at the end he's never even talked to a girl, which was like.
And when he found out he was having macaroni, it means garlic bread.
Yeah, he gets excited about food.
He was so excited about the macaroni, and not because the macaroni. You're right. It was because that means we're going to have garlic bread. Yes. And he got so excited.
He plays the same character in every movie, right?
That's what I was going to, I was going to say that earlier. Like
he went from macaroni to tater tots, And
yes. And I mean like the same kind of role, which for him, I guess is kind of easy to do. But as the audience is kind of like, man, I like to see actors who can really have a vast genre of different types of acting that they can do. I mean, I love to see that.
Who do you think was the best actor in this movie?
Probably his wife, pretending that she was really
wanted to have a baby with him.
I would say
some
her.
serious acting. No,
John Lovitz, maybe.
I would say John Lovitz, but he's John Lovitz. He does this. He's the same guy in every movie.
Yeah,
too.
he's also the same guy. Man, that's tough. I don't know. Maybe. Oh gosh, what was his name? It was. Hold on, I'm going to try to pull it up real quick. It was the brother that stayed in the closet.
Oh,
Nick Swartzen ruins every Adam Sandler movie, Justin.
Okay, maybe
he actually wrote this one.
He wrote it?
He was
maybe he does. And like it was one of those characters that was so minor, but he was so ridiculously dumb. It did make me laugh because I'm like, this guy is a wreck. Like this is ridiculously dumb, like way past dumb, but it did make me laugh. Like that character is also memorable.
But he does ruin Adam Sandler movies. I think he must have in his deal he's got to be in every movie.
I loved is that apple juice?
Oh gosh,
As it came out of the closet.
Yeah. It's like no, it's not.
The sun is bad.
he was funny.
That's the best impression we've had on this show so far.
That is. My impressions don't ever. Yeah, we had Michael Caine last week. So
oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's a good one. I like that.
I appreciate that.
And I always love when Brad brings the producer in.
I'll be producer.
I'll be Hollywood guy.
Okay.
Because I mean, the producer had to say, "Look, are we just?" He had to say,
"You got to say a producer voice."
Okay, so we're gonna have a movie with 3 dudes, and they're gonna have the worst haircuts ever. And I feel like Adam Sandler got his inspiration. He said, "You know what? I don't like David Spade, So I'm going to put him in a Dutch boy haircut. The paint, Dutch boy paint. It looked like that, right?
Yeah, it looked like he. I don't even know how to say it. It was terrible. It was so bad. It was yeah. I don't want to say something that may offend somebody, but it was one of the worst haircuts ever. And again, he gets the hot girl. But how have we not said anything yet about Napoleon's helmet? Well, I mean, the dude wears the helmet almost the entire time out in the outfield. I mean, I love his protective gear, also with his knee pads. But I mean, he loved the helmet. He
did. And I love how, does the helmet change or it's the same helmet all the time?
No, it's the same helmet.
Yeah, I think
same. He takes it off one time at the end, right?
Yeah.
It's the only time we ever see it. As a coach in rec league, have you ever wanted to tape a bat to someone's hands?
That's really funny. I've had a couple of kiddos in the past that were bat throwers. Like after they hit, they would sling the bat. But nothing too bad. But I will say getting to like some of the truth in the story of the movie Benchwarmers. I mean, there is a very strong reality that like there are kids that, I mean, I coach, right? And so there are kids on your team that are your starters. And then there are the kids that are the bench players, and you've got to rotate them in, right? That's part of the game. You got to play a little bit.
The kids that eat the roaches and play with the
flowers.
So 100% Napoleon playing out, trying to catch the butterfly. Straight up, I've had plenty of seasons where I've got kids in the outfield doing that.
Yeah,
like that is 100% real stuff. I've got kids before that have been in the infield, and they're just they're building a sand castle on their cleats, like on their feet. I mean, I've had all kinds of stuff. So, I mean, a lot of the things they're saying are very, very true when it came to some of the truth parts of baseball and kids that aren't good and that kind of thing. And then, of course, you've got the kids who play all the time who are like, these kids are garbage. I don't want nothing to do with them. And there is some truth to that, which is a shame.
So when they start playing the kids, I don't know if you guys caught this, but at one point it was 17-0. And in my brain, I'm thinking, did Rob Schneider do everything? Because the other two, Deuce Bigelow was the only good one. Are we to believe that the other two actually got on base and scored?
They did later, but yeah, in that first,
not in the first one.
Yeah, in that first one, I actually stopped and did the math because I tried to figure out, okay, 3 outs in the inning. That means if Gus hit first, then he would get, 2 home runs, and that would be 2 runs in that inning. Then the next inning, he'd get 1, and the next, just how the rotation would go. So yeah, that was near to impossible.
Yeah, the numbers don't match.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
No, but that's the whole point. So after that game, we get to meet his wife, which we talked about, right? And I kept thinking he's drugging her, right? Like, there is no other way this guy has her in his house going, it's my
Put
time
a baby
of the month.
in me now.
Yeah, I'm ovulating, and I'm thinking he's definitely drugged her. He's brainwashed her into believing that he's hypnotized her. That's it, right? And she sees him as like a hot dude.
And what clown of a husband has a wife that looks like that saying, I need you home at 6 o'clock because we are about to have sex, right? Like, this is going to happen because I'm ovulating. What husband's like, yeah, but we're playing like baseball.
Yeah, I'm hanging out with Napoleon Dynamite. And
like, no,
Chris
that's
Farley's
not
friend from
happening.
Tommy Boy.
I'm be like, hey, fellas, I'll holler at you.
Yeah, I don't need this. I don't need this. Like, why is he hanging out with a dude in a helmet and a dude looks like the Dutch boy?
Yeah.
Like, he'd rather hang out with them than his hot wife.
And then Rachel Hunter at the very end with Napoleon.
Don't even get me started on that. There's no way Rachel Hunter would ever. He would send her an email and she would block him for life.
Yeah, but what kind of? Well, let's say it was just going to be like a kiss, but then there's like a bonus option in the contract. If you really go all out, like we're talking a little makeout scene, how much would that bonus be for her to do it?
Well, this kiss scene was the most kissing we've seen in any of these crap movies.
Oh, I know. It was big.
They went all in. Like Selma Hayek, she had to kiss Doug Heffernan through a fence, right?
Yeah.
And
Doug Heffernan.
yeah,
Oh,
Kevin
yeah,
James.
Kevin James.
And in the first one, Beverly Hills Ninja, that Nicolette Sheridan was like, my lips aren't touching Chris Farley and his cocaine lips, right?
Yeah.
It's not happening. So this one, they went all out, man. Sandler must have really paid Rachel Hunter.
You think it was big? You think just let's say if it was a bonus in the contract, let's just say for fun, is it 10,000? Is it more? Like what? What do you
he
think
gave her
bonus,
50,000 to show.
You think it was 50,000 to make that scene happen?
Do you think Rachel Hunter's ever even been into a Pizza Hut?
I don't want to speak for her because I'm sure there's some really nice. There may be some really nice Pizza Huts
I don't
out
think
there.
Rachel Hunter's.
Maybe in the 80s.
I want to try to find her email and ask her if she's ever been in a Pizza Hut outside of Sandlerville.
Maybe when she was young.
Maybe
She was forced.
she was forced into going in there. Yeah, that's so he's hypnotizing her. She's wanting to have a baby. He says no. Then we get to meet John Lovitz, who I think he's funny. I'm a John Lovitz fan, and in this movie he drives 2 sick rides
Oh yeah.
that were amazing. I grew up watching Michael Knight on KnightRider, and my dream was to have that car. And to see him achieve that goal was amazing.
I do have to be honest. In the movie, I didn't know what that reference was, so I just kind of like moved on.
What?
How old are we, Brad?
I mean, I know the Batmobile. Like I knew what that
Everybody knows
was.
Bat.
What ride would
Yeah.
you rather have?
Because I don't really know about the other one, I would say the Batmobile.
Okay, so are we to believe in this town? No, I'm coming back. I'm listening. I'm going to answer that. Are we to believe that this man drives a Batmobile and Michael Knight's KnightRider? I'm surprised he didn't have a DeLorean. I mean, I thought they should have threw a DeLorean in there at one point.
That wouldn't. Yeah.
And he's got no chicks. Did we ever see him with a woman? I think his chick is number 7.
Oh gosh, Alfred.
The perfect
The-
wife. He's hanging out with number 7 all the time.
So does it say anywhere in the movie, did his wife pass? Was there something? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Never said, but the newspaper is his last name, which I thought was fake.
he had
Megan.
he had a son. You
Yeah,
know.
he had a son.
Well, the newspaper was the one the kids were doing in the in the sweatshop, back there with all the computers and everything.
Oh, okay. Well, I must have missed that.
You haven't seen the scene where they walk in, they're all typing stuff, and it was when they came to the house for the second time.
Well, John
Before
Lovitz.
they went on tour.
John Lovitz has it all. Who wouldn't
Yeah.
want a number 7 in your house?
Yeah, I mean, a number 7 is not bad. I mean, give us a couple years. The way that AI is going, we're gonna have 7s everywhere.
Yeah.
What would you have ordered number 7 to have? You know how they ordered weird
Oh, yeah,
stuff
their
and he just
food.
popped it out
And
of his
it bothered
belly?
me Gus didn't order a sandwich. I wanted to see what Gus was going to order, but they just skipped over him, and the other guys ordered sandwiches.
Which one's Gus? Rob Schneider?
Yeah.
Deuce
Yeah,
Bigelow?
yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
come on, Brad, stay with us.
You gotta stay.
I mean,
stay
it's
with
Deuce
it.
Bigelow to me.
Come
I
on,
keep
Gus Bus.
Yeah. So what would you have? That's the question. What would you have number 7 prepare for you? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, depends, but I love Italian food. Italian food I love, and then I also love a good steak. So anywhere in that ballpark, I'd be happy.
I would have asked him for something that's really hard, kind of
Oh,
like your
okay.
Chick-fil-A orders.
Oh my gosh.
You just give them to him and you just add all this stuff. That's what I would have done.
It's not hard. It's just don't put the options on there if you can't handle it, right? Like if you don't want me to ask for all these sauces, don't have those sauces available.
True.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah.
And what's with the two sauce limit? Why can't I have more than 2 sauces?
Yeah, some people like the sauce.
Yeah.
I'm a sauce guy, so I hear you. Okay, I've got to bring this up, okay? I don't know how much more time we have, but I've got to bring this up. And in our culture, I don't know what's politically correct.
I know where you're going with this. The R word.
There was...
You can't say that, right? We can't say that word.
Hold on. No, I'm not thinking R word. I'm thinking...
The G word?
Well, first of all, like the one guy who is definitely I don't know if they ever say. Well, he's with another guy, right? The homosexual.
Sean Salisbury, former
Yeah.
NFL quarterback, who is, I guess, openly gay.
Yeah.
Right?
So like at the very end, when they're back in, are they back in Pizza Hut? I'm trying to remember now, but like
When they go to the house to ring the doorbells is when we found out he had the masseuse.
yeah. No, it's way after that. It's after like it's when both teams are now like having fun together.
Is this back
it's-
when Terry
it's at
Crews
the
says,
end.
"Who wants to wrestle?" And he goes, "I'll wrestle."
Yes, but then he's like, is he wearing the leotard?
Yeah, he's
In that
always
scene?
he's always just in a Speedo, right?
Well, he's in something, but this is what blew me away. I'm like, where, like, how does this happen? What, okay, so you've got the one little guy that Rob picked on. He shows up and he ends up being third base coach and all that stuff. That's all well and good. But then, like, where did the other, and this is what I meant by politically correct. I mean, I think, like, little person, right? Tiny people. You can't say the M word, I don't think, anymore.
No, don't say that on here.
Okay, yeah, we don't want to say that on here. But I mean, where did that guy come from? And then like the coach who's gay, I guess, on the show or whatever, like he's in this leotard or he's in this thing and he's still like bouncing him, throwing him up in the air. It was the most random thing in that scene. I don't know. I guess it didn't take anybody else off guard. I'm just like, why? I just didn't know, like, it's like all the ridiculous things and like, oh, let's throw a tiny person in here and he'll just be bouncing him up in the air. Like the randomest, like, I probably, as I was watching it, I'm sure my mouth was just like open, like.
When the big guy said, I want one of those too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like.
But I feel like movie producer guy calls Adam Sandler in and he goes, "What do you want in the movie?" And he goes, "I kind of want to throw some." He just throws all this crazy stuff out, and they're like, "Okay, whatever you want to do, Adam," and they do it. I don't
Yeah, at
think he
the
has no
end, let's
rules.
have a tiny person. He's just being bounced up in the air by this coach who's like pretty flamboyant and like it's just ridiculous. It's just like so ridiculous. Has no merit with the rest of the movie, but let's throw this in there. Why not?
Yeah,
I did have a question. How much would you have to get paid to eat sunblock? Wasn't there a scene where the weird guy, Howie, eats kept eating sunblock?
I was thinking it was mayonnaise, probably for real.
but I wouldn't even want to take that kind of mayonnaise in my mouth.
Gosh.
No. Yeah, but
Either way, it's gross.
IQ level of everyone in this movie is pretty low, right?
Their character that they're playing?
Yes, the character.
Yeah, the character they're playing. Yeah, I would say it's pretty low.
Yeah.
It's
They're pretty
far
smart
down
for
there.
taking the money and running. So.
Oh, I would have took that money and
Yeah.
ran.
Do any of these actors regret being in this movie?
Probably not.
Nah, because a lot of them are continuously in these.
I mean, they're all Adam Sandler's players, right? They all come in every Adam Sandler movie.
Dan Patrick.
He's tried giving them their own star in movies, mostly.
Okay, so here's a question. Adam Sandler comes to you. $100,000. I just want you to be in this 5-minute scene, but you're doing whatever I tell you to.
I would do it just to be an Adam Sandler movie. But are we talking good Adam Sandler movies? Or are we talking?
It doesn't matter.
Is he in it or is he not in it? Because if he's not in it,
it's
it's
Sandler
not
land. It could be either. But he comes to you. He's like, gotta have you.
Because like we did, Here Comes the Boom, which is an Adam Sandler produced movie, and I would not have wanted to be in that movie. Anytime you see the Happy Madison in the beginning, it's a crapshoot if it's going to be good or not. In my opinion, Roger disagrees. He likes Here Comes the Boom. I didn't like Here Comes the Boom.
I like $100,000 though, so that would be that's all I need to hear. It's $100,000.
Oh wow. Okay, so y'all
100,000.
both are in. I don't know that I could do it because I would not want to. Like, there's always that possibility where you get put into some like superhero type role or something that's amazing, awesome that we would all want. But I feel like that is far and few between. I feel like the majority, the average Joe is going to get like that crap job that you don't want where it's like, yeah, I don't want to do that. Like the opening scene, man, where like Napoleon's just digging in his nose and like that whole time he's just playing those dumb characters. Like maybe it's a pride thing. Maybe I've got too much pride and like I don't want to be viewed that way.
Exactly. You talked about the politically correct thing. Do you think this was the last movie that the R word was used? in comedy? Because it was right about this time that Hollywood started going that direction.
I don't know. It may not have been because Adam Sandler's made some pretty. I just kept watching this going. This movie would not be made today.
Oh, no way.
No
way would it be made. Yeah.
There was a sequel, Benchwarmers 2.
I actually just saw that today. There was a 2.
Where did you watch that? Oh, did you?
I didn't see it. I just saw it. Yeah, I just saw that there was a 2.
But
I haven't seen
We
it.
probably should have watched the sequel instead of this one, which kind of gives away that I thought, this was. I think it's a great movie.
No, don't be saying that yet.
Oh,
wait,
you
we
thought
haven't
it
got
was
there yet.
okay. Okay.
But John Lovitz does appear in the sequel.
Oh, does he?
Oh, okay.
He's the only one back. The other ones are like, look, we did our brain dead performances. We're now going to do nothing with.
I wanted to say this earlier and I didn't. So John's favorite role in an Adam Sandler movie for me, by far, Rabbit Trail, Wedding Singer.
Oh, he was great, but that's in Adam Sandler's top 3 greatest movies, though.
Yeah, but even that role, he was hilarious in that role. But
he was.
I had to say that because I just had to.
I liked Rob Schneider in The Waterboy.
Oh yeah,
He was good in The Waterboy. Yeah. He was good in Deuce Bigelow.
He was. That was funny.
That was one of the funniest ones.
Now, it's been a long time. Some of these old school movies, like I remember like being in high school and like watching some of this stuff or even just out of, and I thought it was hilarious. And now that I'm a dad, I've got little kids and stuff, I'll like sit and watch things. And I'll be like, maybe we'll watch this some other time.
This movie's definitely not for kids under 13.
No,
definitely not.
Which one?
The one we just watched. Oh, Deuce Bigelow's for 18 and up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, kids, if you're watching this today, don't go asking your parents or listening to us today. Don't go ask your parents if you can watch Deuce Bigelow.
Yes, don't.
Not a good choice.
We haven't talked about Craig Kilborn, though, who used to be on ESPN, right?
Yeah. And he had his late night show on
He had
CBS.
his late night. Yeah. He was not bad in this movie. He was a typical bully.
He usually plays a jerk. That's usually his role.
He does, and we learn... Yeah.
He played it classically in Old School. Remember the movie?
Oh, he was in Old School.
Yeah,
that was a good movie. Yeah, I like that.
So what were some of the things that were said about this movie that you guys read or found out?
Well, before we get to that, though, we have to say everyone in this town's a bully, right? I mean, who would want to live in this town? I feel like everyone's a bully minus the 3 guys we got. And spoiler alert, Deuce Bigelow was a bully in this movie.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
And I do like, my wife actually watched it with me, and when they did the scene about Extreme, she's like, they're ripping off Extreme Makeover because they did it like in a day. They built the whole park in a day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the guy was like, let's do this, and everybody comes out.
Yeah.
Yay.
It took a year and a half for the local Zaxby's to get built here, but they built a stadium.
That took so long.
They built a stadium in a day.
There was on South Tryon in Charlotte. There was a Dunkin' Donuts. It took 2 years to get built. A Dunkin' Donuts, like a little square. It sat there for 2 years trying to get built. So yes, we can understand. There's no way they could have done this in a day. But again, that goes along with the theme of this movie. Nothing's real. All right, so we're gonna hit the critics.
Well, the ending, they end up letting the actual kids play against kids, which was kind of a cool ending.
And I think they should have protested because Nelson never hit third on his home run shot. If you watch the movie, he cuts and he never touches third base.
How have we not talked about the Dominican dude that Tim Meadows brought in to play pitcher that they kept feeding alcohol to?
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, I've forgotten about that character until you just said that.
He was the funniest
That
one.
was hilarious.
Yeah. He was smoking a heater while pitching, and then he was drinking hard liquor.
Yeah.
And then he would pitch to kids.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he had a.
And you notice it was David Spade who came up with the idea of like, hey, let's get him drunk,
No, I love when he's like in the woods and they're trying to get him to come play and they're trying to get the ump or ref or somebody to sign off on it. And they're like, he doesn't look like he's 13 or whatever it was. And he goes,
12
or 12. Yeah. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm 12. And then you see like his son pop out from the from the bush, from the trees. He's like, no, go back in there. Go back in there.
And I love his birth certificate. It just says, I am 12.
I'm 12. Yes.
And they slipped a $10 bill to the ump.
Yeah, $10.
Could you
Which, hey, in 2006, hey, $10, you could get at least a number one at Chick-fil-A.
Could you be bought off for $10 as an ump? In Sandlerville.
Well, in Sandlerville, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I am 12. And it's hard to look at Tim Meadows as a bad guy.
Yeah.
He's too nice. He's always a nice guy.
He tried to be moralistic there in the beginning, but you know, the thought of losing to the Benchwarmers, you know, he's like, bring him in.
Okay, so it was a good ending. This movie was quite the fart magnet.
Oh,
that was a line they used in the movie, so I like that line. But Roger, what kind of reviews do you have?
A couple critics. One critic said it was more sophomoric than funny, and another one said it's the sort of trash that Hollywood does well.
On my Amazon reviews, Jerry Jensen wrote, "This movie is bussin'."
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
No, this movie is bussin'. I kept thinking at the end of this movie, Craig Kilborn is going to murder those kids, right? He's definitely throwing them in a van, and you're never seeing them again because they threw the game. And Craig Kilborn could not stand losing, even though
they didn't throw the game because
they still won.
They still won.
They had a shutout.
They had a shutout. They gave up one run.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
They still were not.
He was basically like, well, you know what? They're not losers. We're not gonna let you get your shutout that you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, going to pizza, it's not quite a victory in my brain, but hey, you know what I mean?
It was back in the day.
I guess.
That pepperoni pan pizza, man. And the pictures of Dr. Pepper or Mountain Dew. Can't beat it, man.
Joseph Gerg H. wrote one word for this movie. Classic.
Oh, okay. So what my word was going to be was trash.
Yeah. He wrote classic.
That's what I thought he was going to say, trash.
I don't understand how this movie is a classic. And this lady, Brittany, wrote in 2020, so she was probably shut in the house at this point and hadn't seen many good movies. She wrote, super funny, always a classic. And Work in Progress says, great flick for a 10-year-old to 13-year-old. I disagree.
No, I think it's way too.
My 10-year-old watching this movie.
Yeah, I think some of the humor in that is way too much. I think for their age.
100%. I don't want my son dropping the R word at school.
What happened with okay, if we're talking
a horrible father.
We're talking about a baseball classic. Like the first one that I think of, my family loves it, is The Sandlot. And I know it's got some words and stuff in it too, but you compare that to Benchwarmers. I mean, how do you call Benchwarmers a classic? I don't know. You can't.
It's not even. Well, let's get to that. Justin, is this movie torture or movie gold to you?
No, it's a little bit more torture than gold for sure. If anything, it might be fool's gold.
Roger?
I think it depends on who's watching. If you were in junior high when this movie came out, then it was movie gold. But if you watch it like now as an adult, yeah, it would probably be movie torture. But it's how you go into that. If you go into this and you're expecting realism, yeah, you know, it's going to be horrible. But if you go into it knowing it's a Sandler movie and it's just going to be a goofball comedy, then it's not too bad.
I will say this is the best movie we've watched so far of all our bad movies.
Oh, yeah, definitely so.
I don't want to ever watch it again. It's definitely movie torture.
But are you going to watch Benchwarmers 2 now?
Probably for the podcast, we'll have you back for Benchwarmers 2.
Okay,
and,
yeah.
But I can't imagine replacing these three guys with three other dudes that would make it better. It has to get worse, the sequel. But yeah, this movie was torture. It made me just want to see Adam Sandler. Gary, movie torture, movie gold.
I'd say I'm kind of with Roger. If you're a 12-year-old kid, or if you're a child and like you like kind of dirty
farts and throw ups and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, dirty humor. Then you're like, that's exactly that's all this movie has to me. Now I still like the Dominican dude giving the umpire a note and like a $10 bill. I am 12. Like that's still.
I feel like that's a birth certificate you would write for yourself. I am 12, and have a little drawing of you.
Hey, listen, he's got a date tonight. We do not need to bring his enthusiasm down.
He does.
Got encouragement.
Are you going to wear the Hawaiian shirt, Producer Gary? Anyway,
you could have your own certificate when you meet her, and it just says, "I am awesome."
Oh, that's so funny. I like that.
Take a move out of that playbook.
Producer Gary's reconsidering his career options here with us.
I want to say I don't want to do another Adam Sandler movie for a while.
Yeah.
We've done 2 so far, and I'm like, another Sandlerville movie. Roger, are you excited? Our next movie is going to be Megan, which came out last year, and it's a sci-fi movie. So Roger's not a scary. He doesn't like horror movies.
I watched them as when I was growing up. Freddy Krueger, Jason, and all that stuff. But as I got older, it just didn't thrill me as much. So, but this one seemed to do well at the box office, and Saturday Night Live had a really good spoof on it. So if you watch the movie and haven't seen the Saturday Night Live skit, you need to watch it too as well.
I'm excited about Megan. If you have any questions or movies you want to recommend, you can email us at movietorturepod@gmail.com, or you can comment on our Instagram page, movietorturepod. But for producer Gary, Justin, thank you for joining us today.
Oh, it's my pleasure to be here.
Our sport guy.
Yeah.
And for Roger, I'm Brad. I'm going to go beef stew producer Gary now. We'll see you next week.